paper, scissors. When the flag hits the turf, please strike your pose. 1, 2, 3. Crab scares away scary turkey. All right. Our opening round game this evening is the game of What Are You Doing? In this game is a head-to-head and it is elimination. One player from each team will come to the field. One person will begin by miming a simple activity. For example, brushing their hair. This person will ask this person, what are you doing? This person now responds with any activity in the known universe other than what they are actually doing. For example, walking the dog. This player then begins walking the dog. Players continue back and forth until players are called out. Players are called out for hesitating, for stuttering or stammering, for repeating an activity that's already been said, or losing control of the English language. When all players from A team have been eliminated, the opposite team wins 5 points. All right, so let's have our first 2 players up on the field. Great, and just to prove my point, this is completely improvised. I'll come back here. It's something that you pack in your purse.
Phone.
A phone. Excellent. What's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole, have a ref treat.
Phone is currently in the lead for suggestion of the night.
Phone is your suggestion. Red team won the opening round, so red team will initiate. Beth, phone. And begin.
What are you doing?
I'm kicking this phone receiver.
Damn phone receiver, I hate it. I hate phone
What are
receiver.
you doing?
Calling pygmies in the wild.
Piggies! Piggies!
What are you doing?
I'm munchkin plants.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in our elimination games, we always have a special warm way to tell our players they've been eliminated. That's by clapping twice, throwing our thumbs behind us, and pretending we are Major League umpires and saying she's out of here. So all together, Beth is out of here. Nice. Next round up, I'll come over here. It costs at least $10. A microphone.
Phone is still in the lead for suggestion of the night.
You guys can't see this, but he has like mental telepathy. Or his voice there. So microphone is the suggestion. Jack, you won the last round, so you will initiate microphone.
What are you doing?
Looking for small people in my hand.
1, 2.
What are you doing?
3. Weeding the garden?
What does this have to do with microphone? You are both.
Out of here.
Neither of you has a suggestion. Okay. I think what letters want something a little more challenging.
Yeah.
All right. So
My team's doing so loud.
what is your first initial? M. And what is something you purchased recently?
Earring.
Earrings. All right, so I'll take the E from earrings. M-E. M-E. So in this round, the first word out of the player's mouth must begin with the letter M, and the second word must begin with the letter E. M-E. This is infinitely harder. All right, I did eliminate both players from the last round, so I will have red initiate this time through M-E. Steve, you begin.
What are you doing?
Manatee eating. What are you doing?
Measuring my belly button so my earring fits in.
Damn these hoops!
What are you
Musical earphone buying. What are you doing?
musical earrings?
Ah, and musical would be a repetition, and he is points for their team. It's someplace your family took you when you were a kid. Ocean City, Maryland. So we'll take O and the C from Ocean City. OC. Steve, you won the last round, so you'll initiate OC. Last round. Here we go.
What are you doing?
Orange County tanning. What are you doing?
Operating cats. What are you doing?
Orangutan clipping for non-negotiable purpose. What are you doing?
Orange. You glad I already said that?
And we owe 5 points to the red team, who jumped out into an early lead 5-0. This scoring update is brought to you by microphones. Nobody knows what they are. Back to you, Rip Kelly.
Okay, thank you. So that was one of our elimination rounds, but some of our rounds are actually judged rounds, which means that Mr. Voice
Has met some very special people, Rep Kelly.
Special
Those
people.
are our celebrity judges. Our first group of celebrity judges are team judges. He's a retired prosecutor. She's a salon and spa manager. They're also Ashley's aunt and uncle, and he says, she owes me money and I'm here to collect. They're judges, Donna and V8. Our next judge is a mommy of 2 who likes to play trucks in her spare time. She's also friends with Ashley, who she calls Splendorific. It's Judge Jill. But don't worry, our third judge is a friend of Kyle's. He's a vet student at Penn who likes to, yeah, I know, who likes to act out the Lion King as Simba in his spare time. His friends call him Tall, and he says, shut up, you guys. It's Judge Kyle. Those are tonight's celebrity judges.
So, celebrity judges. Let me explain. You do have a solemn job to do. So, from time to time, as I said, we have a couple rounds that are judged rounds, which means that after both teams have played, I'm going to be coming to you and you alone to decide which team you felt did a better job. Please try to keep in mind the overall incorporation of the suggestion, not necessarily which team went last or whose family member is playing. Because it is a solemn job, I do want to swear you in. So if you would just rise, stand up where you are, and raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I swear. Excellent. Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
All right, so judges, we are moving into a judge round, which means loyal fans. I need to have that 7 clap for captains on the play. Well played game. Captain Steve, a much better played
Thank
game.
you.
It does put you in a position though to be challenged to a game of Captain Ashley's choice. What would you like to challenge the red team to play?
Well, since you're so good at it, spelling bee.
Spelling bee it is, all right?
Oh, we got this.
Captains prepare your team. All right. For the game of spelling bee, you are going to see the team line up behind me, and then we'll explain it from there. All right, so here we go. Right, on now, as potential lifeguards, training can get a little rough, so we've got some entertainment today. I found this kid on the beach, and he says he can spell and make it entertaining. So let's see if that's true. He can spell words, use them in sentences. I think I'm going to test him first, and I'm going to come to you. You be thinking of some tough words for the kid. I think he said his name was Billy, so Billy, try this word on for size. Door.
Door.
Sometimes
My
Best.
friends
take
Away.
my
door.
Alright, yeah, alright. I'll give you another one, then we'll come to lifeguards. Right, potential.
Potential.
P
O
T.
I
N
T.
I
A
T.
potential.
maybe
My
Papa.
shoulda
saw
Some.
teachers
from
My.
potential.
I'm not sure Billy knows what potential means, but it was very entertaining. Anybody go to middle school? You got a middle school level word for Billy. It's about age like 10 to 14.
Any word.
It's mandatory. I'm sorry, average. Yeah, Billy, try that one. Average.
Average.
A
B
E.
R
A
G.
E
average.
always
My
Cat.
are
average.
That's more like it. All right. High school. It's about age 15 to 18. High school level word.
Caterpillar.
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 C
A
T.
T
T
Pillar.
and
Other.
bugs
make
Lots.
of
caterpillar. Caterpillars.
Alright, judges, file that game away as it's now going to be met with a challenge from the blue team. Captains on the playing field! Alright, you were challenged to a game of spelling bee. You have an opportunity to challenge the blue team. What would you challenge them to play?
A little ditty I like to call Moving Bodies.
Moving bodies! Excellent! Alright, you're your team, Captain. For the game of moving bodies, the blue team's going to play out a simple scene game. Only not so simple, because two of their players are only free to speak what's on their mind, but they cannot move their own bodies. One of the players on their team will do all of the moving for them. So, in effect, it's like a giant game of Barbies. Let's see, let me get a suggestion. It's an activity that takes two people to do. Brown bag fell in mine. Activity.
playing cards.
Playing cards. Great. Playing cards is your suggestion. Players, you have about 3 minutes for the game of moving bodies. Are you ready? Yeah!
Do you have the ace of spades?
No, I have the Queen of Hearts. You know I have the Queen of Hearts. We play this game every night. And every night you ask me if I have that card you just asked me for.
Ace of spades?
That one, yes.
Okay, so I don't need the Queen of Hearts.
No.
But what we also discuss every evening is the fact that I need the ace of spades.
Let me look down here. Perhaps the Ace of Spades is down here. No, it is still not here. I still do not have the Ace of Spades.
Oh my God. Okay, seriously. Why? Why? Every night? Every night? What do you sit on it? Do you hide it?
I'm getting tired of this conversation. Can we talk about another card?
I'm thinking the jack. The jack? For diamonds?
That card there? Yes, the Jack of Diamonds. I see it. Finally.
Well, at least we
Yes. I have it. I have it. It's not going anywhere. It will not move. Perhaps you can come back and see it too. Right there. Yes. That's it. That's the Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, good. Now we can play back again. Oh.
Yes. I'm happy now.
Rise with me. Our successful match.
Up, down, down. Up. Come up with me. Yes.
Celebration.
Here we celebrate good times.
Come on.
Here we celebrate good times.
Come on.
Let's go to a different game. Perhaps I can help you up.
And a 1 and a 2.
All right, judges, I now call on your collective wisdom and ask you and you alone which team you thought did the better job. Was it the red team's game of spelling bee or the blue team's game of moving bodies? On the count of 3, hold your judging instruments high. 1, 2, 3. I have a blue, a red, and a blue.
The blue team has come roaring back, tying the score at 5-5. This scoring update is brought to you by the Ace of Spades. For some reason, it's the only card that Ashley needs. Back to you, Kelly.
Thank you. And hey, Mr. Boyce, I'm even going to be extra special nice and give the red team an assist point for participating in that game. So let's give it a
This scoring update is brought to you.
All right, so we now come into my favorite part of the game, which is always the ref challenge. Tonight, I am challenging both teams to the head-to-head game of story. So, captains, if you will, prepare your teams. For this game, players will line up behind me, and they're going to tell you a story that has never been told before, the title of which I will get from you in just a moment. But there are a few rules to this game. It's a conducted game, conducted by me, which means that when I point to a player, they must begin speaking. When I pull my hand away, they must stop speaking, mid-sentence, mid-word, mid-syllable. I will point to another player who must pick up where the previous player left off, mid-sentence, mid-word, mid-syllable. So if I point to a player and they fail to speak, they are, we know this, out of here. That's right. If I pull my hand away and they continue to speak, they are out of here. If I point to a player and they fail to pick up where the previous player left off, they are out of here. If I point to a player and start babbling nonsense at me, they are out of here. I'm going to be conducting a story, like I said, from right here. And if somebody spits on me, they are
Disgusting.
Let me get a title for tonight's story. So, just this general group here. How about you, sir? It's your favorite movie that you've seen. It doesn't have to be recent, it could be old movie, whatever you like. Casablanca, good one, excellent. And from this back section back here, a superhero, real or fictional?
Batman.
Batman! Like I said, like superheroes. Batman's Casablanca is tonight's story title. Oh, and I'm going to need some help. So, can you help me out? What's your name? Scott. All right, so Scott, I'm going to be down here conducting. When I point to you, can you shout out the story title, which is Batman's Casablanca? Ready? Let's just practice it.
Casablanca.
Batman's Casablanca.
You're halfway there. You're halfway there.
You can do it together, maybe. I mean, I'll give you tutors. So Batman's Casablanca. So I'm just going to point to both of you. Tonight's story title is?
Batman's Casablanca.
Okay, awesome. And maybe I'm talking on you.
Batman's Casablanca.
Or maybe I'll point to one of you.
Batman's Casablanca. That's not one of us.
At the game. All right, excellent. All right. Chapter 1.
Batman's Casablanca.
It was a dark night, a night unlike any other seen before in the village of Hamlet. The Hamlet village had never seen a night like this before.
That night, there was something evil going on deep in the woods outside of it. There was witches. They were brewing a magical potion.
Batman was lurking in the background. He thought that those witches were going to make something that would kill him.
And that's when Wayne Scarlet appeared behind the cauldron. Batman's going to die tonight.
Anything to say about it? Scarlett Johansson showed up. Bruce was already on her way.
To see Scarlet, and he thought if only she passes by those witches in distress.
And actually, the witches were not in distress.
They were in joyful noise celebration.
Ooh, the witches said,
They were brewing a special brew to
Bring Batman back to life because he was dead from earlier. The potion that they were making wasn't just any old
Scarlet.
Mary, she is Chapter 2 of
Chapter 2, Batman went to Casablanca. And there, he met Humphrey Bogart. And Lauren McCall. They were in love with each other.
other. They couldn't ever be apart. Once that movie came out, it was just their town where they
Lived. And even though it was really, really, really hot there, Batman insisted upon
Wearing his spat suit. He was sweating so
badly
he decided
to just rip it off. It was
as if it be never done. I needed
She is the last player up for the blue team. She falls. 5 points automatically go to the red team. All right, let's move our story a little further along. Chapter 8.
It was a dark and stormy night again in Casablanca, and Batman didn't know what to do with himself because he had defeated all of his enemies. He knew that if he could
have any more potion, he was going to grow the longest, hairiest back he would ever see in his whole life.
and he did.
yeah, he did.
Chapter 28.
Batman's Casablanca.
His ability.
Castles were flying everywhere on the cloudy.
That was lost her mind.
Come on, man.
Batman's Casablanca.
The final chapter.
In the final chapter, Batman succeeded to kill everybody in the whole
World. It was so hard for him to bury his face in the ground and cry and scream. He didn't care.
He didn't want to cry and scream. He wanted to dance.
He thought that if he danced around, it would kill everybody.
This scoring up is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA, those red lights are for other people. Back to you, Rep Kelly.
Great. We bring ourselves now to the 4-minute drill portion of our show.